Top Gun Maverick's Tony Scott tribute explained. The first thing the average person thinks of when they hear Top Gun is, of course, Tom Cruise. More than the sight of F-14s and MiGs tearing through the sky, the thought of Cruise decked out in aviator shades, a flight jacket, and a beaming smile has become the iconic defining image of both the original 1986 film and its decades-later sequel, 2022's Top Gun Maverick. The films are thus generally thought of as milestones in the movie star's career, the first being the moment when he broke out into the mainstream, and the second being confirmation that not only was Cruise's career far from over, but Hollywood wasn't out for the count yet, following the devastating COVID-19 pandemic and subsequent shutdown. There's no question that without Cruise, Top Gun would be a fraction of what it became. That all being said, the not-quite-as-sung hero of Top Gun is the director of the original 1986 film, Tony Scott. While Cruise shooting to stardom playing Lieutenant Pete Maverick Mitchell was largely due to his commitment, charisma, and intensity as an actor, Scott knew just how to present the man on screen to help make him a star. Scott also figured out how to shoot the film's aerial training and dogfighting sequences in a way that would allow the actors playing the pilots to be seen as much as possible during the scenes. From casting future A-listers like Cruise, Val Kilmer, and Meg Ryan, to personally cutting checks in order to get crucial shots of aircraft landing on the deck of a real-life carrier, Scott was vital to the success of Top Gun. All of this and more is why Joseph Kosinski's Maverick is dedicated to Scott, with the memoriam appearing at the beginning of the end credits. So much of Top Gun Maverick acts as a loving tribute to Tony Scott's original film. From the use of Harold Faltermeyer's main theme, followed by Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone during the opening credits, to the final actor roll call, director Joseph Kosinski clearly sought to pay homage to Scott. Even the dedication to Scott during the end credits is, ironically, an homage of a sort. Scott himself included a similar dedication during the end credit roll of the original film. In that instance, the dedication was to Art Scholl, a pilot and aerial cameraman who was instrumental in helping bring Top Gun to life. Scholl had been hired to, amongst other things, help realize a scene in the first film in which Maverick goes into a flat spin. Unfortunately, the performance of the stunt was as dangerous as it was written in the script, and Scholl's aircraft couldn't recover from the spin he put it into when he was shooting the stunt. Tragically, Scholl's body and aircraft were never recovered after his fateful crash, and the exact details of the accident remain unknown. In a way, Tony Scott died tragically during the making of Maverick 2, not during its filming, but rather its long development period, as Tom Cruise, producer Jerry Bruckheimer, and Scott had begun developing the sequel as early as 2010. Scott died in August of 2012, jumping to his death off a bridge in Los Angeles. He left as his legacy not just his friends and his family, including brother Ridley, but also one of the most vibrant, bold, and influential filmographies of the last 40 years. In its own way, Top Gun Maverick is a glowing tribute to Scott's legacy, and the dedication only makes that clearer.